Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining the Iowa Association of Business and Industry's weekly business report. This week, we have ABI President Mike Ralston here to talk about what our state's manufacturers are expecting over the second quarter for this year. More than half of ABI's member companies are manufacturers. So, Mike, what are some takeaways from the latest ABI quarterly business survey?
Well, thanks for asking, Steffi. Let me go right to the bottom line. That's what everybody always wants to know. Lots of good news for the coming quarter, and that manufacturers and other businesses that replied to the survey see some good things. They see growth in sales, growth in employment, and increased capital expenditures. So that's all terrific news, and we'll look forward to that happening.
There are a lot of terrific things happening in the realm of manufacturing, but from the business survey, there are some concerns that members have raised as well. What are some of those concerns?
Well, you won't be surprised that first and foremost and always is workforce, recruiting and retaining talent. That continues to be the number one concern, but close behind that. And by the way, before I leave that, I want to say that ABI members are getting pretty creative in what they're doing to recruit folks, doing things like alternate shifts, alternative benefits, kind of trying to make sure that they make their employees know that they have a future with their company, making sure they understand they have a real career path. Some of those are exciting. But another thing that members are doing, they're addressing needs like transportation and childcare. In fact, it was kind of neat to see the National Association of Manufacturers recently highlighted a longtime ABI member company, Vermeer Corporation. I think most people know, or a lot of people know, about the Yellow Iron Academy, which is Vermeer's on-site daycare. And that's been a huge thing, not only for Vermeer Corporation, but for Pella as a whole. So some pretty neat things going on there.
In addition to workforce, what are some other issues? I know that supply chain costs and the supply chain demand just continues to be something that manufacturers are keeping their eye on.
Well, you're right. That's the second most identified issue challenge that manufacturers are seeing, Steffi. And it used to be that the supply chain issue related to, I can't get what I want. Now folks can get it, but the cost has increased quite a bit. Concerns about quality too, but mainly the cost increases we're seeing, and that's a result of a number of global factors, but primarily inflation here in the country. The prices of commodities like steel and resin and aluminum have all increased, and so increased supply chain costs are a big problem. Still some folks that have trouble identifying new vendors and getting product, but for the most part, that's happening. It's the cost that's a problem.
And for members who want to reach out and kind of share what they're experiencing, should they reach out to our public policy team or you, just to kind of talk about what they are seeing as a manufacturer here in the state?
You bet. When it comes to supply chain or workforce or any of those issues, I'd be happy to have them contact me. A number of members have, and we've been able to help some identify new vendors and do different things. So you bet, we want to hear from them, and I'm happy to do whatever we can to help.
Great. Thank you, Mike. And you can find Mike's information as well as our public policy team's contact information on our website at www.iowa.abi.org. Thank you so much.